All right, thank you for staying. We now have joining us via phone Daily Trust Bureau Chief in Kano, Clement Oloyede, to give us an update on the Kano explosion that happened yesterday. Thank you, Clement. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on Daybreak. Hello, Clement.
Oh, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. All right, now just give us a brief of what we know so far about the incident yesterday in Kano. There was, kind of confusion as to what exactly was the cause of the incident. We saw a statement that said, well, it was a gas explosion, and then in another breath, we also saw another statement saying that the cause of the incident is yet unknown, and there's this, disagreement between the police and residents as to what exactly happened. Was it a gas explosion or was it a bomb blast? Which of it?
Well, I didn't get the last part, but I believe you were talking about the confusion that about the cause of the explosion.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. When the incident first happened yesterday, the bomb explosion, it was a bomb blast, and immediately we went to the place. Even before we got to the place, we started making calls to security operatives. But because of the nature of these calls, we are not answered. But immediately we got to the place, we met all security agencies on ground. And the first observations and based on just is that the building beside the school has collapsed against the report that it was the school that was attacked. The school was still... Beliefs affected the building that collapsed. Later on, reports from the police also confirmed that, reports from volunteers that helped to evacuate people from the building that collapsed is confirmed that when they were rescuing people, they saw a lot of chemicals inside the rocks of the building that collapsed. So from all indication, from the report, the first observation, the report I gave you was from the police. Then the DSS also told me that their own preliminary investigation also pointed to a gas explosion. And many people thought because of gas explosion, the fire outbreak. But the police and some of the security experts told us that it's because the place is used by a welder and some of the chemicals are combustible in nature, like carbon and the likes. So that's the preliminary report that we have on ground. I believe the police will still be updating more.
So why then are some of the people around, residents around the community, saying that it was a suicide bomber case?
Oh, okay, yeah. First, when we got there, we saw flashes of one of the victims scattered all over the road. So the initial information the people gave us was that the corpse that got dismembered all over the road was that of the suicide bomber. And from my just personal observation, it's because of the general distrust in the country and this religious tension everywhere. So people just really, I think it's easier for people to just agree that they are being attacked than to accept the position of the police. As I even speak to you, pillars that got from Sabon area this morning suggest that there is tension on ground. School fields are at home. Okay. Most of the schools are shut. So most of
Sabongeri today? Are you there already?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Is any member of your team in Sabongeri this morning?
Oh, as I'm talking to you now, I'm just a few meters away from Sabongeri.
Okay, so what's the general...
Because I'm in the vehicle now.
Okay, so what's the general mood in the place? What's the general situation? Are people indoors? Are people going about their normal activities?
That's what I told you. Most people come out for their business, but schools, because of the fear that people already assumed that it was school that was the school that was the subject of attack. Because some people even said yesterday that the provider of the school insisted that the school was targeted, that some teachers said they saw a suicide bomber, and all these were things that could not be independently verified. So because of all these news that refused to go away, there is tension on ground. People refuse to release their children to go to school. In fact, most of the schools are even shut. The ones that are not shut, because maybe they have some students that are doing this GSS3 exam, the teachers are there, but some of the students, from some of the teachers I've spoken to, the students will not come in. They only have one or two nursery school children you see here and there, but there's tension on ground, that is for sure.
Okay. Is there beefed up security in that place?
Is that?
Beefed up security?
Oh, yes. Yesterday when the incident was happening, because of the commotion and everything, there are reports that hoodlums are taking advantage of the situation and they were breaking into people's shops. And that is not strange because most of the time when there's always an issue like this in Kano, hoodlums take advantage of that. But not just Kano, I believe almost everywhere in Nigeria. So because of that, yesterday night, and even from the moment it happened, up to yesterday night when I was going back home, there were police security stations that strategic places that lead to Sabongeri. There's a place we call Kiyaki, which is by Airport Road, is the closest to the gate axis of Sabongeri, where some of these hoodlums are believed to have come in. When there was an NSAS protest last time and some properties were burned, most of the hoodlums believed to come in from that axis.
Okay.
So because of that, there is strategic of security operatives.
Okay, now briefly tell us, what's the situation about those that are injured in terms of treatment? Have you been able to speak to any of them? Are they being treated right now?
Okay, at the moment I'm not be able to speak to any of the victims, but my security sources told me that most of them were taken to the Air Force Base Hospital, where 2 of them have already been discharged as of yesterday. So at least there are 8 persons as of yesterday night. They were still in the hospital for treatment.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Clement, for the update. We'll keep tab on that as it continues to unfold. We appreciate you joining on Daybreak. All right. That was Clement Oloyede, the Daily Trust Bureau Chief in Kano. We'll take a short breather, and then shortly we'll join our Bureau Chief in Kaduna to also give us an update on the recent attack along the Abuja-Kaduna road. Please stay with us.
All right, thank you, Clement, for the update on the incident that happened in Kano yesterday. Now we're joining Lami Sadiq, who is our Bureau Chief, the Daily Trust Bureau Chief in Kaduna, for the update on what happened, the attack along the Abuja-Kaduna road. Good morning, Lami.
Good morning, Stella.
Yesterday, another incident on the Abuja-Kaduna road, and this time at 4:30 p.m. What exactly happened?
Yes, there was another attack on the Kaduna-Abuja highway, sometime around 4 p.m., I beg your pardon, between Katari and Kuminkare, which is just a 7-kilometer distance, in which a lot of people were abducted. We are yet to ascertain the number of people that have been abducted. This morning, the Commissioner of Internal Security and Home Affairs in Kaduna said security agents and himself are presently on ground.
That is, they've gone to the scene of the attack?
Yes, they are the scene of the attack at the moment. But what they're saying is that they also cannot ascertain the number of people that have been abducted. What they're sure of is that yes, an attack did occur yesterday. A number of people were abducted, and you know that
duk nan an kwashe mutane daga wata inna lillahi ga wasu mutane can they've been shot oh my god subhanallah.
Okay, now with
ga
the
mutane nan
frequency
da
of
duba
attacks
kananan
along
yara
that road,
oh my
Nigerians would
god
expect that, you know, certain measures would have been taken to, you know, check further occurrence of such incidents on that road. But it doesn't look like that has been done, isn't it? Initially we saw choppers, I think it was the police choppers that were, you know, patrolling along that road. But what happened? Is there any arrangement really to protect them?
they shot many people. Oh, the road is clear now, but people have been shot a lot. They abandoned those they shot. Sun watsa sun yi ta mutum waɗanda suka harba. Motoci da yawa ga wata ita ma. Ta fada cikin daji.
had assured that there was going to be the deployment of more security agents on that road. And we even saw, like you said, choppers going round. The road was actually fortified between that week. For the next 2-3 weeks, the road had been fortified. So for an attack to take place yesterday evening, for such an attack, and for the number of people suspected to have been moved by bandits, it's very shocking, I would say, because most of the people around that area told us that security agents were only able to reach there after the bandits had finished their operation for almost an hour, and they had moved into the forest area with the travelers before security agents got there. So Aruan this morning said he was on ground for an assessment. He also said that he cannot at the moment confirm the number of people that have been abducted, but he assured that the state government will be issuing a statement later in the day. Okay.
All right. Is there any information about family members, or maybe whether there have been calls for maybe ransom or anything like that?
That we'll be expecting that today, because at the moment we are not even sure of the identities of the people that have been abducted. We just know that there was a commercial bus on that road. We also know that there were some private vehicles that were part of, I presume to have been abducted too. And like I also told you, that road was actually busy yesterday because there was an accident. So in the morning there had been a lot of travelers who had
Can cikin daji. Duk nan an kwashe mutane daga wata inna lillahi ga wasu mutane can they've been shot. Oh my god subhanallah. Ga mutane nan da duba kananan yara. Oh my god. They shot many people. Oh, the road is clear now, but people have been shot a lot. They abandoned those they shot.
You know, the accident itself took place around 5 a.m. I think a bus conveying about 22 people was flying that road, and it rammed into a trailer that was parked by the roadside, and it went into flames. The Federal Road Safety has confirmed that about 20 people died, amongst them 17 male, 2 women, and a child. So, of course, there was kind of a rescue operation because 2 people had survived. There was also an evacuation operation. And then there were people who had stopped by in the afternoon, you know, to kind of observe what was taking place. Some people were taking pictures, videos. So that road at that time was busy in the afternoon because of the rescue and evacuation operation that took place.
Okay, just
took place around 4 p.m.
Okay, just in 10 seconds. That, you know, the busyness of the road still could not deter the bandits from attacking. Isn't that, you know, surprising?
In fact, I think the bandits terrorists even take advantage of the busyness of the road to launch attacks, because that road is one of the busiest roads in northern Nigeria, where you traverse that road to get to parts of the northwest, and then of course it's a major link road to the FCT. It's one of the busiest roads, so that is why people believe it has been a major embarrassment for the federal government. Okay,
thank you so much, Lami. Because of time, we have to end it short at this point. We appreciate you joining us to give this update on Daybreak this morning. All right, that was Daily Trust Bureau Chief in Kaduna, Lami Sadiq, joining us to give an update on that. With that, we've come to the end of Daybreak for today. In case you've missed, you can always catch up on all our social media platforms and also on our YouTube channel. You can always watch this. We're very big there, isn't it?
Yeah, we are. Indeed, we are.
All right, my name is Ayuba Ilya, and I'm saying bye.
And my name is Stella Yaji. Thank you for staying with us.